Now let's maybe switch over to a parallel situation. Here's my lead vocal track again, and I'm going to scroll over to maybe a section of the track where there's a bunch of sound bites or a bunch of edits, like this for example. Now let's say that I'm working along in my project and this phrase in my vocal is a little bit too loud. Well, there's a variety of ways to fix that. The first thing I would do, I would split the sound bite so it's independent from the things to the left and the right. There's a keyboard shortcut for that. By default, it's Command Y. Makes it its own sound bite. And I could, if I wanted, go up to the audio menu to bite volume and gain, and I could either set the bite gain to something other than 0, the default, or I could go plus or minus 0.5 dB. Those are presets that are already built into Digital Performer. You could reassign their keyboard shortcuts. You could even assign them to Q and Z like I did with MIDI so that your shortcuts are in the exact same place regardless of whether you're working with audio or you're working with MIDI. You can do that if you like, but there's an even faster way to do this now. In the sequence editor at the bottom left of every soundbite is a new fader for bite gain, and I can reach out and touch it and I can instantly increase or decrease the volume of any specific bite. Now, you're probably aware that everything I'm doing here is completely non-destructive. I'm not touching my original audio at all. I'm purely changing an edit over that original audio. And let's say I do this and I sit with it for a while and I'm not happy with it. I'd like to return this to its original value. Well, that's simple enough. We just double-click on the fader and it returns to 0 dB. So there's a lot of powerful automated ways to work with both MIDI and audio in Digital Performer.